morning. It's 4 a.m. in the morning now. We are off to Sakleshpur. We are all going for a plantation tour, and we are really excited.
When day broke, we had left Bangalore far behind and were cruising towards our destination, Sakleshpur.
Sakleshpur is about 220 kilometers from Bangalore and nestles in the Western Ghats.
The Western Ghats are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the 8 biodiversity hotspots in the world.
We stopped for a quick breakfast before resuming our drive towards Sakleshpur.
Sakleshpur is known for its coffee plantations. The history of coffee in Sakleshpur can be traced to 1843 when coffee was first cultivated in what was then known as the Manjarabad Taluk.
Coffee shrubs lilting in the wind beneath the benevolent shade of trees heralded our arrival in Sakleshpur.
It was befitting that our day in Sakleshpur began with a visit to the third oldest commercially developed plantation in the world by the British, the Igur Estate.
To say what is there in store for you. Only I think I can say that, yeah, I mean, your experience is going to tell us the different story.
I'm Santosh, the fourth and fifth generation planter. This plantation was done in 1957. It's the third commercially developed coffee plantation by the British in the world. 1857 was where Mr. Frederick Green started this estate. Arabica, Robusta, cardamom and pepper. Culture has slowly picked up in India. Coffee was the main consumption just in South India, and that too in Karnataka, north of Davangere was all tea. There's a simple saying: coffee is hard to make, tea is hard to spoil. That's why everybody prefers tea.
We left the Aigur estate to visit the ancestral home of a family who have been living there for over 250 years.
The house is built in the traditional Tottimane style of Malnad region, which consists of central courtyards that are open to the sky, exquisitely designed wooden columns made of jackfruit tree that supports a tiled roof.
We were lovingly treated to hot steaming cups of authentic South Indian filter coffee that we relished in the vintage ambience of the house.
We drove through the spectacular landscapes of Sakleshpur to reach our next port of call, the Swarga homestay.
It's been from the third generation. It was bought from my great grandfather from a Britisher in 1938. Coffee is grown in both the varieties. It's Arabica and Robusta. It was initially only Arabica because the rainfall was lesser in our region. And as and when time went, the rainfall started increasing and sustainability with Arabica became a little difficult. So we started slowly moving into Robusta. Plantation is about 650 acres is the plantation what is there. Out of that about 80% we've converted into Robusta. As a Malnad coffee planter, it's in our blood to do hospitality. Whoever comes to our house, it's our duty to take care of them. Then when the idea came of doing a homestay, then we thought of a name like what to do. My friends used to keep coming oftenly when we had holidays, and they used to say, hey, you live in Swarga, you live in heaven. How the name came up. And when we went searching in, the meaning of Swarga, it says 5 elements of nature. So that's how our 5 cottages are designed: Chandra, Surya, Prithvi, Jala and Vayu. Other main USP is I'm a pet-friendly property. I cater to a very niche clientele of that where you can get in your pets and it's more a holiday for a pet than you when they come. They're let loose and they enjoy the space. Ecotourism also. So I run on solar as my backup. I don't have a DG. I don't have TVs. There are no air conditions. I use firewood for hot water to be provided in the room. And still kept it. If there is no power, you stay in candlelight. There is no luxury, but people love it.
We drove through winding roads towards the higher region of Sakleshpur, known as Hanbal, towards our next destination, the Guddadasiri homestay, the treasure of the hill.
The Guddadasiri homestay, perched high up in the hills, offers panoramic views of the valley.
So we have now reached the Guddadasiri homestay. Okay, they also have a beautiful plantation. We'll also be having lunch here. Sakleshpur, as we all know, is a very small taluka comparatively with a mix of plains and hills. We are part and parcel of the entry point of the United Nations designated biodiversity hotspot, which is the Western Ghats. So right now we are in the lap of Western Ghats. So if you see like that, Sakleshpura by itself is bifurcated into 2 areas. One is known as the Hettur area, and this is the Hanbal area. Kilometer away is a waterfall. Those who come here and stay for a day or two invariably trek to the waterfall. It takes about an hour and a half to do the trek.
We delighted in the authentic Malnad lunch that included traditional dishes like akki roti and kadbu.
You can choose to do nothing and relax while in Guddadasiri, or try out the activities like mud volleyball, swimming, boating, and rope cycling that the place offers.
We reached the beautiful environs of Harley Estate, the home of classic coffees.
We learned about the intricacies of coffee from Mr. Prasanna Gudi, one of the very few Q graders in India certified by the Coffee Quality Institute.
Here, this is R&D lab. We do different processing of the coffees. This is a 100% specialty coffee. Process coffees is we remove the outer skin with the mucilage we dry. That's called honey sun-dried coffees.
But the day was not over yet. Sakleshpur served us another beautiful experience as we huddled into jeeps and set off on an off-roading experience.
A wooden bridge across a sparkling rivulet, a lush green meadow, and an enchanting waterfall welcomed us into a surreal dream.
Hi everyone, today we are in Sakleshpur as part of our Dekho Apna Desh campaign. We have brought around 10 bloggers from Karnataka state. Behind bringing them to Sakleshpur is that Sakleshpur has been rated as one of the ecotourism destination. Karnataka, as you know, it has all tourism product offerings except snow. And most of the Karnataka tourism products are ecotourism based. And when we say ecotourism, plantation, agri-tourism or farm tourism it cannot be an exclusion. So today we in Sakleshpur have visited few places, right from Manjarabad Fort to the waterfalls here in Harley Estate, and then we went to a beautiful homestay where the homestay owner has actually made his plantation into a beautiful place for visitors. And then we actually had the opportunity to relish homemade Malnad cuisine. So there is lot to offer in Sakleshpur for all the visitors. Any discerning traveler who want to blend with nature, I think you should immediately come to Sakleshpur. We all know about Coorg, Chikmagalur, but most of us do not know that Baban Budangiri is a birthplace of coffee. So I request everyone, every domestic traveler and international travelers who want to experience farm, agri and plantation tourism and ecotourism to please come and visit Sakleshpur, otherwise you will miss a lot. Thank you.
Our Sakleshpur day outing drew to an end with all participants receiving a certificate of participation.
It was time to bid adieu to Sakleshpur, but we brought Sakleshpur with us in our hearts, beautiful memories that would linger long, just like the aroma of coffee.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
And I am Vijay.
We invite you to join us on our journey
As we travel, experience, and share. For more videos from our travels,
Do not forget to subscribe to our channel.